It's another stellar matchup here in the B-League as number one team in the West, Seahorses Mikawa, travel to Todoroki Arena to face the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Good afternoon and welcome to B-League action this Saturday afternoon. Anthony Suntai with the call. Thank you very much for joining us as we got an explosive matchup here. The number one team in the West, Seahorses Mikawa, with a 23-9 record, go up against the home squad, Kawasaki Brave Thunders, with a 20-13 record. Mikawa looking for a win here to solidify their spot in the Western Division, while on the other hand, Kawasaki needs a win here to further move up in the standings. As you can take a look at it there, Kawasaki just one game behind actually in the win column behind Akita, but two behind in the loss column. So they need to be able to make sure they continue to pick up the W's and lessen the losses. On the other side, Mikawa is virtually tied for the top spot with Ryukyu. So they want a victory here to hold on to that number one spot in the Western Conference. These two teams have actually faced each other before already. And in fact, just last month, January 4, Kawasaki won that encounter with a score of 92-84. But the very next day, Mikawa came back and won that encounter 99-86. There was no Calfani for Kawasaki, so it was a big win for them if you really look at it. This was their encounter just last Wednesday. Talking about Kawasaki. Some of the highlights there as you take a look at number 0, Yuma Fuji, who did quite well there. They did come up with a loss though. But talking about Calfani, Matthias Calfani, number 21, is now back in harness after an injury. He's only actually played 14 games for his squad, but averaging 17 minutes with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. So today, expect a whole lot more for the bruiser from the Uruguay national team. Not much of a scorer, but definitely wants to be able to guard the big men of the opposing squad. There is number 14, though, of Seahorses Mikawa, Kosuke Kanamaru. A lot will be expected from this 6'4", 31-year-old. He's considered the best Japanese shooter. He is in the national team, shooting well over 40% from three-point distance. In fact, 48.7%. That's a great clip. Shooting 49% from the field overall, and he's the best free throw shooter so far right now, shooting at 89% from the line. We have the starters for the visiting squad. Number 1, Takuya Kawamura. Number 5, Kyle Collinsworth. Number 14, Kosuke Kanamaru. Number 32, Koki Schaefer. And number 54, Javante Gardner. Nice shot there of Coach Kimikazu Suzuki, former national team player of Japan. And the 61-year-old is considered one of the most successful coaches in Japan basketball history. And now we have the introduction of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. And there's the starting five for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Starting out with their usual five. Yuma Fuji, Naoto Chuji, Nick Fazekas the King, Takumi Hasegawa, and Jordan Heath. They're the three officials handling today's proceedings. Again, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us for B.LEAGUE action. Anthony Suntay with the call. There you have the starters. Kawamura, Collinsworth, Kanamaru, Schaefer, and Gardner for Seahorses Mikawa. And the host team starting out with Fuji, Tsuji, Fazekas, Hasegawa, and Heath. Obviously, defending Kanamaru is going to be a huge task for Kawasaki's wings. And they need to be able to do that effectively if they want to be able to come up with a win here today. A big challenge on the other side will be guarding Kyle Collinsworth. Collinsworth is a big point guard at 6'6". That 29-year-old sees the floor very well. Has actually played already in 26 games. Just averaging 24 minutes on the floor. But look at how he orchestrates. He's got 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. So he tries to do just about everything for his squad. Kawasaki, the last time they took the floor here at Todoroki Arena, lost to Chiba. They want to be able to make sure that they send their fans home here tonight on a winning note with smiles on their faces. Here we go. B.LEAGUE action. This Saturday afternoon. Touch pass from Fazekas was intercepted. So a turnover quickly for the King and Kawasaki. Chance of defense early on. Why not go inside to the scoring leader, Davante Gardner. He spins and hits. First 2 points on the board for Mikawa. Fazekas working on the outside. He's a 3-level scorer, so he can stay out there and then move forward if he wants. 3-point on the wing, doesn't work. One and done. Here come the visitors in white. Gonna move that ball around. Gardner was going to the corner, didn't get the pass. Chuji's gonna be a marked man here for the defense of Seahorses Mikawa. Fazekas showed a shot from there. 15-foot line jumper. No. Over a minute gone and just 2 points on the board. And it belongs to the visiting squad, Mikawa. Trying to go glass. It works. It's 4-0. Nice basket there from Koki Schaefer. Koki Schaefer is going to have his hands full guarding the King. Fazekas. Entry pass inside. That's where Heath likes to operate. Comes up short though. Still nothing on the board for Kawasaki. Gardner. Gardner still with the dribble. Up against Heath. This is a good matchup. Picks up his dribble. Has to kick it back out. Kanamaru is on the wings. They're not looking for him. Gardner for 3. Just short. It's surprising. Not really looking for their big guns early. Just Gardner. Tsuji. Looking for space. Goes inside. Suddenly now slipping. Down is Fazekas. Closer to the basket. Tsuji. Nice move. Good explosion for 2. Finally. First 2 points on the board. And it took them 2.5 minutes just to get it. A little bit too strong off the glass. One and done. We can tie things up quickly. It's Yuma Fuji and company. Fuji left open. Sends it over to Heath. Nice defensive stance. Good shot of Kyle Collinsworth. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the opening period. Fazekas for three. Bang! As we said, Nick Fazekas, the king here in Japan, is a 3-level scorer. He can score from 3-point distance, from medium range, and he can operate inside that paint as well. Kawasaki now with a 1-point lead off that 3-pointer from the king. Koki Schaefer's gonna bring that one out. The king giving him all day to shoot. 3-pointer, a little bit too strong. Fazekas with a board. Trying to push things up. Fazekas thought about it. Now Chuji. Chuji being guarded by Collinsworth. Heath for three. He's got a very good percentage from there. Misses though. The tap goes to Fazekas. Fazekas inside. And he's got 5 points in the ball game. 3-point lead enjoyed by Kawasaki. Gardner gives it up. I'm surprised he didn't repost. They go to the wing. 2-point basket, a little bit too strong. Kawasaki will allow the other players to really try to score. Just not the big gunners. Kanemaru and Gardner. Here's Gardner. Nice look inside. But a foul is going to be called. It's going to be the first personal foul of Fuji. He can't believe it. Nice smile. He was all over Kanemaru there. That's going to be a tough ask. Collinsworth gives it up. Kanemaru back to Collinsworth. Kawamura falling away. First 2 points in the ball game for Takuya Kawamaru. The 34-year-old, he's been shooting 53% from 3-point distance. Nice answer inside by Heath. 9-6 is our tally. That was a breakdown in defense. Schaefer was asking for the foul. None given, but he's got 4 points in this contest. Chuji kicks it out. Fuji, yes! They left Fuji all alone there. Really forcing the defense to move and make decisions. That's a nice quick basket from Kanemaru. You cannot give him any bit of space. He will just launch immediately. 1 point separating these two squads. Under 5 minutes to remain here in the first. Fazekas puts it on the floor. Floater works. He's got 7 points in the ball game. Good start by Fazekas. He likes to pick his spots. Wanted to make sure the rest get their touch of the basketball as well. But when he sees the opening, he will take it and make it most of the time. Foul's going to be called on Heath, his first. Staying too close there to Kanemaru. First entry now of Matthias Calfani. Takumi Hasigawa will take a breather. That's a good shot there of Coach Kenji Sato of the home squad Kawasaki. He's had to make some adjustments after that last loss the other day to Chiba. Poor pass. Calfani will give it up. Fazekas gives it up as well. 3-pointer! Yes! Well, if you leave Chuji that open, national team member of Japan will knock it down just about any day of the week and twice on Sundays. It's 17-11. The home team up by 6. Welcome back to the ball game. 17-11 is our tally. The home team Kawasaki off to a great start here. Mikawa. Will they try to look for Gardner once again? He has not really touched that basketball. Layup inside, not going to work there for Kanemaru. Nice defense from Gardner. Fazekas will get it and lay it in. Nick Fazekas already with 9 points. And we're just here in the first period. Going down hard was Kawamura rather. He got sandwiched there between two defenders. .316 still to be played. Trying to go inside. The defense was wise to it. Good idea to try to get Kusuke Kanemaru involved once again. Collinsworth with the baseline inbound. Up against Calfani. Well, he thought about it and decided to just pop out. Schaefer will do the honors. Gets it to Gardner. Collinsworth now. Three-pointer for Koki Schaefer. He didn't have that in his arsenal early in his career, but slowly but surely he's worked on that three-pointer. Knocks that one down. Fazekas looking for the three-point play. It's not there, but Schaefer will pick up a personal. 2 more free throws coming up here for the King. Looking to get into double digits. First personal foul on Koki Schaefer. First free throw is good. Going back to Koki Schaefer already with 7 points in the ball game. Close to his average of 8 points per contest. Already in double digits is the King at 11 points. Together with 4 rebounds and 1 assist. And it's a 7-point advantage enjoyed here by Kawasaki. Foul will be called. Calfani can't believe it. Tried to swipe at that ball from behind. Got caught. Neither team in the penalty. In fact, Mikawa only with 1 team foul. Checking in is Shane Whittington. Gardner, 3-time scoring champ, will take a seat. Gardner with only 2 points so far. He's really been held in check. Little chat there between Whittington and Schaefer. Just making sure they got their defensive assignments on tap. Once again, a 3-pointer misses for Kanemaru. Kanemaru already with a 3-pointer here. He's trying to add to it. Nice handoff there to Heath. Heath with a slam. 23-14 is our tally. This is now the biggest lead in the ball game, and Kawasaki has it. Whittington, yes. That might be a long 2. Let's double check. Going on to play once again is Fuji. Offensive thrust doesn't work. Here comes Collinsworth inside to Whittington. Lost his balance. Had to bring it out. Schaefer gives it up. Collinsworth thought about it. Collinsworth inside. Nice vertical defense put up there. It's going to be an easy layup there. Fuji already with 4 points in this ball game. Make that 5 points. Check it. He had a 3-pointer earlier. Carving out space. Getting the basket inside is Kyle Collinsworth. Exactly a minute remaining here in the first period. Still a 6-point lead enjoyed by the home squad. Shot clock is at 8. Kawasaki trying to make their move. They go to Heath. Fazekas challenges. Sneaks in that layup. Fazekas now with 13 points. It's a pretty good scoring quarter. And the Kawasaki fans asking for defense. Nice move there by Kyle. Just carving out some space, made sure he got the foul. Put it up, so he's got 2 free throws coming up. Watch it here once again. Coming in from the weak side, dislodges Heath. Heath picks up his second personal foul. And here is their local star, Ryusei Shinoyama. What a luxury here for Coach Sato, having Shinoyama coming off the bench. Nagano will check in for the first time for Seahorses Mikawa. After those free throws, it is 27-20. Kawasaki still with the lead and with the possession. And they're going to milk this one till the very end. At the very least, they will have a 7-point lead heading into the second. Shinoyama still. Now makes his move, kicks it out. Will they beat the buzzer? No, they won't. They could have gone a little bit earlier. But nonetheless, after the first 10 minutes of action, Kawasaki is up by 7. 27-20. It wasn't necessarily a bad start here for league-leading Seahorses Mikawa. number one team in the West with 20 points, but they allowed Kawasaki to get 27. And that's why now they trailed by 7 points. Not a good offensive thrust to start out the second period with that turnover. Kanemaru will take a seat to start out the second. So we're not going to have the Shinoyama Kanemaru matchup we were looking for. We'll get that early, a little bit later on instead of early. Jumper from the side, a little bit too strong. Rebound there by Collinsworth. Off and running are the visitors. Collinsworth. Gonna see if he can get it to Whittington inside. He's got some space. Calfani there, shut the door on him. Nagano looking for a running start. He's got to put this one up. Will miss. Calfani with the board. And Shinoyama once again with possession. Shinoyama really shifty as he gets fouled there by Nagano. First personal foul on Nagano. Almost a minute gone here in the second. Shinoyama asking a teammate to take out the ball for him. On the outside, Pablo Aguilar, his first entry in the ball game with a pass down low. Quick hands from Collinsworth. They changed the call. At first they said that losing the ball there was the Kawasaki player. That was Kumagai. They go to the wing. Calfani gives it up. Shinoyama now. Jumper for three works for Shinoyama. How can you leave Shinoyama all by his lonesome outside? He's deadly. The lead is now at 10, at 30-20. Foul will be called. This is now the biggest lead of the ball game. Collinsworth there picks up a foul. As he tried to join that skirmish, he was all over Calfani. Coming in now is Otsuka for Kawasaki. Kawasaki fans happy at this stage. Welcome back to the Todoroki Arena here, the home of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders as they lead 30-20. Calfani for three, yes! Surprise three-pointer from him. He doesn't take too many from there, but he's got a decent percentage. The lead is now at 13. Maybe another timeout here will be called by Seahorses Mikawa in a bit. Gardner back in action. They need his scoring. Pops that one through. Calfani. Will he attack? Whittington? No, he'll give it up. Now back to Shinoyama. Man-to-man defense being employed here by Mikawa. Nice look inside. Aguilar, perfect position. And a great pass from Calfani. Everything clicking here for Kawasaki. Lead is back up to 13. This has been the biggest lead of the ball game for Kawasaki. Pocket pass. Gardner puts up that shot a little bit too strong. The ball will fall in his hands. Basket and one opportunity here for the big man, Davante Gardner. Gardner will head on to the line. As you can see the replay of that last piece of action. He was lucky for that ball to fall right on his lap. He got a timeout on the floor. 7:03 remains. in the first half. It's 35 for Kawasaki, 24 for Mikawa. Devante Gardner, three-time scoring champion, is on the line for this free throw. Gardner still just with 6 points in the ball game. That's a nice hard pick from Aguilar. Gives it up. Shinoyama for three. Bang! That's Otsuka there from the corner. And the lead is now at 14, 38-24. Hitting from all over the court right now. This Kawasaki and their defense, swarming as it is here, doing its job. Aguilar with the block. Shinoyama setting things up. Just gets it past the timeline. In no hurry. They're letting the play really just evolve. Shinoyama attacks, kicks it out. Stepping on the sideline was Aguilar though. Nice look there at Shinoyama. Let's try to make sure that he's gotten all his teammates involved. Only with 3 points, but he's got 1 assist. And he's been quarterbacking and controlling the pace and tempo of this match. .605 still to be played in the half. Gardner gives it up, expecting to move down to the post. But before he can do so, they attack. Gardner on the outside gives it up. That's a nice look. And Whittington with that basket inside. Cutting that lead to 12. Shinoyama thought about it. Goes to Aguilar. Aguilar kicks it out. Fazekas is back in the ball game. So even more firepower, but another three-pointer from the opposite side. This time still from Otsuka. He hit one from the right side, now from the left. He's got 6 points here. Gardner trying to bully his way inside. Goes to the fall-away, overshoots. Asking for a foul. He's got to get back down in defense. Another three. Boy, that was a heat check there for Otsuka. Wasn't far though. As Fazekas gives him that nice slap, saying that was a good shot. Gardner against Fazekas. Three-pointer from the side. Gonna miss. Nick with the board. Nice bounce pass, finds Aguilar. Aguilar will attack and gets away for two. Aguilar saw that the defense wasn't set, attacked, and made that basket. It's 43-26, Kawasaki in command here. Rejoining the action here is number 14, Kosuke Kanemaru. Seahorses Mikawa will need his firepower. Right now, not looking like the number 1 team in the West. Kawasaki manhandling them. Will that drop? They say no basket. Gardner wanted continuation, but remember, we're using FIBA rules here. If that was the NBA, that would have counted. Here's Gardner. There was the gather. But we are using FIBA rules. Gardner still trying to plead his case. If you were in the NBA, buddy, that would have counted. We finally get it in. Trying to get Kanemaru involved here. He's on the right side. Now Gardner. He should attack. Challenge Fazekas. Shot clock is at 1. That heave, not gonna work. That put back there, not gonna work for Whittington. That was a combination of good defense and at the same time a little bit of a discombobulated offensive thrust. Aguilar inside! That was a great pass from Fazekas. He saw him on his radar. Aguilar's got hops. Picks up that basket in the air and put it through with a foul to boot. Watch it here once again. Fazekas, excellent pass. Gardner's gonna pick up that personal. You can see Gardner very frustrated. Aguilar makes that free throw. It's now an even 20-point edge. What has happened to Seahorses Mikawa? Very close to being an offensive foul there. And that's what Otsuka's asking for. He said he dipped his shoulder. The foul is not going to be charged to Mikawa. It's going to be the second personal foul of Shinoyama. He will head to the bench. He can take a seat and a breather because his team's got a pretty sizable lead here. Nice swing. 15-foot jumper works there for Kanemaru. Kanemaru with 5 points. They're going to need a whole lot more from him. Inside to Fazekas. No double team. Falling away, that's great defense. But Whittington, unfortunately, after he picked up that ball, stepped on the end line. It's been a drought of sorts here for Seahorses Mikawa. Only 6 points here in the second period. And already, we played 6 minutes. So a point a minute. That will not win too many ball games. So they are number 1 in the West. So maybe you can chalk this up as a bad day in the office. But we still have a second half to play. We can still turn things around. Poor pass. And likewise, after that interception, another poor pass. Boy, that basketball looking a little slippery. Aguilar, extra pass. Quick hands once again. That's definitely a foul. That's going to stop proceedings, but pretty good foul from Kumagai. Allowing the defense to reset. Kashiwagi there on your screens. He will call out the play. Gardner on the outside, asking for help. Gardner still. They were not on the same page that time. Gardner passed it to the wrong individual. Fuji, whenever he sees daylight, he just sprints. Foul's going to be called on Nagano. That man on your screens, Kanemaru, has really not been able to get uncorked here. In fact, the whole offense doesn't seem like there is any flow to it. And at the same time, you can just see the body language there on Devante Gardner. He's been frustrated just about this entire afternoon. They look inside. Inside-outside basketball. That's going to be a foul. And that last foul from Kashiwagi is going to send Mikawa to the penalty. So every foul from here on in is going to mean free throws for Kawasaki. First free throw will drop. Lead is back up to 19. 2:41 remains before the halftime break. Those free throws drop. Back to a 20-point lead here for Kawasaki. They send it to the wings. Whittington, last second pass, gets it back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up, but in the end, they get 2 points, and that's all that matters. I'm not quite sure Gardner's going to get an assist for that, though. Aguilar from the outside, a little bit too strong. Trying to race up. Beat the defense. Will it drop? It won't. Kashiwagi, ever since his entry, has been a spitfire, but here's Nagano. 2 free throws coming up here, as a foul will be called on Yuta Otsuka. Otsuka has 2 3-pointers as his contribution offensively. Now Nagano. First point for Nagano. He does have 1 rebound on the box scores, but he's in primarily for defensive purposes. Makes both. That'll cut the lead to 16. And Fuji will bring it up. Finds Aguilar. Fazekas posting up. Gets the pass. Boy, that's going to be a foul called there in Whittington. That's 2 free throws for the King. The moment the King gets the ball inside, there's really not too much you can do but foul him. Mikawa will call time here. Coach Suzuki is not a happy man. You gotta like the timeout here from Coach Suzuki. He wanted to make sure that he imparts a little bit more planning, especially in the offensive thrust for Seahorses Mikawa. Here in the final minute and 50. Fazekas makes the first. Second is good as well. And the King already with 15 points here in this ball game. Tough defense still being shown by Fuji. Can Kashiwagi get in bounds? Finally does. Finds Gardner. Gardner up against Fazekas. That's one thing you've got to be wary of when you're in front of Nick Fazekas. He has got extremely quick hands poking at that ball. And it went off Gardner. And that's going to be another turnover. Watch it here. Fazekas has done that time and time again. Seahorses Mikawa already with 6 turnovers. Actually, not that bad if you look at it. Both teams have been taking very good care of the basketball. Only 4 turnovers for Kawasaki using the glass. That works. Nice little spurt put together here by Nagano with 4 points here in the last 40 seconds. And a timeout will be called by Kawasaki. Coach Sato wants a strong finish from his wards. Nice trip. And Nagano in the open court. Little hesitation. And then that basket off the glass. Just about 90 seconds remain before we take a halftime break. We've been witnessing great action from both these squads, especially from the home squad Kawasaki. Wanting to come away with a big scalp here. If they can beat Seahorses Mikawa, who is the #1 team in the West. 3-pointer works! Yuma Fuji already with 2 3-pointers in the ball game. And the lead is back up to 19. Under a minute remaining. Nice curl. 15-foot jumper. A little bit too strong there for Kanemaru. Time for 2 more possessions for Kawasaki. Fazekas! An offensive foul happened right before Fazekas took that shot. Fazekas was asking for that 3-pointer of his to count. Watch it here. That was clearly before Fazekas put up that 3-pointer. That's going to be the second personal there on Fuji. Looking up at the big screen saying that wasn't a foul, but regardless, the call was made. Kawasaki will still get this basketball back. Both teams in the penalty. None of them can afford to foul. They're in the final seconds, or else they'll send their opponent to the line for more free throws. Excellent pass inside. Whittington with a catch and basket. Shot clock is off. Final 6 seconds. Floater off the glass works! They milked it till the very end. Excellent basket there. And after the first 2 quarters of play, it has been all Kawasaki. They go to the halftime break up 55-36. As we take a look at the numbers now here for the halftime break, it is 55-36. Kawasaki Brave Thunders with a big advantage, shooting excellently from two-point distance at 70% as compared to just 57% for Seahorses Mikawa. From three-point distance, that's a scintillating record there. 57% clip, 8 out of 14, only 3 out of 9 for Seahorses Mikawa. Overall, Kawasaki shooting 64% from the field as compared to 50% from the field for Seahorses Mikawa. Free throws, excellent numbers once again for Kawasaki Brave Thunders. They've been to the line 7. They've hit all 7 for a 100% clip. And as we take a look at some of the other numbers, turnovers, very good for both these squads actually. It's just 6 apiece. Points in the paint, 24 for Kawasaki, 18 for Seahorses Mikawa. Rebounding story should be big. That should have been on the graphic. 17 rebounds for Kawasaki, only 8 rebounds for Seahorses Mikawa. Assist number is also very telling. Kawasaki with 16 assists as compared to just 8 for Seahorses. So they've doubled up in the assist number and essentially doubled up also in the rebounding numbers. Let's see how Seahorses Mikawa can turn things around. Remember, Seahorses Mikawa is the #1 team in the West with a 23-9 card. They're not looking like league leaders here in the first 20 minutes of play. They've really been hampered offensively with 20 points and 16 points respectively in the first and second periods. But the thing is, their defense has really not held, allowing Kawasaki 27 points in the first and 28 points in the second. Let's see what adjustments both these squads will be able to make. As far as Coach Sato is concerned, he's happy with his team's performance. On the other end, Coach Suzuki needs to be able to get more stops and at the same time get Kosuke Kanemaru really involved in the offense. Kanemaru only with 5 points. Kanemaru has actually played 14 minutes in the first 2 periods, but just 5 points to show. He needs a whole lot more. First possession will be with Kawasaki. Fazekas will kick it out. Will they try to go inside? Fazekas will hand it off. Fazekas had an excellent first half with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Fazekas will have to put this one up. It doesn't drop. The putback from Heath will not drop as well. It wasn't really off their own doing, but in the end, Seahorses got the stop. They need to score here, though. Schaefer gives it up. Pass inside. It drops and it finds Gardner. That's 2 straight times. Looks like the basketball gods were shining their light here on Seahorses. Fazekas thought about it. Gives it up. Nice attack. Nice pass, but that's good defense. Gardner will give it up. Whittington to Gardner. They go inside. Schaefer! No! That was a sorry miss for Koki. Alfani trying to set the pick. Now moves down. Gets the ball. Quick move. Cross-court pass. That's going to be a turnover. Not a very good start here to the second half. Heath will be called for the offensive foul. That's going to be the 3rd personal foul. Jordan Heath. Nice movement here on the offensive end. Gardner on the outside promptly gives it up. He should have attacked Heath. Nice rebound from Calfani. Nice look inside. Fazekas for two. Nick Fazekas now with 17 points in the contest. And the lead is back up to 19. Gardner on the outside. Gardner has looked frustrated here the entire afternoon. And the ball will head back to Kawasaki. Nice effort though from Collinsworth. Collinsworth really has not been able to make his stamp here on this match. Slight shove there from Fuji, got away with it. Nice bullet pass. Calfani gets away inside. And at 21, this is the biggest lead in the ball game. Three-pointer? No. Trying to speed things up once again. Despite the fact that they're up big, they want to increase it even further. They want to have this game over by the third. The tip will fall to Heath. Heath holds on to it. Shot clock is at 3. They're going to have to put this one up. They're not going to be able to. That's going to be a kick ball on Calfani. Watch it here. Already 3 minutes gone here in the third. Collinsworth up against Calfani. Nice swing. Gardner inside. There's a quick double. Double still. And the double's released. Gardner falling away. We'll get that to drop. Nice soft touch. Fazekas all by his lonesome. Off to the left. Collinsworth in no hurry here. Almost got it slapped away. Gardner, extra pass. A little bit too sharp there. Calfani with the rebound. Kanemaru has been trying. He's been open. Nice look inside. Heath. Baby hook works. Lead is back up to 21. Heath is still on the floor here for Coach Sato, despite the fact that he's got 3 personals. Coach Sato believing that Heath can stay away from that 4th foul. Fazekas try to save it. Boy, he's getting up there in age, but the 35-year-old still trying to get down and dirty with this save. There's a shot there from Kanemaru. Kanemaru already with 2 misses here today. Well, the coaches will applaud that effort. That's the real winning attitude. Trying to attack the defense of Fazekas. He'll miss. Heath to the rebound. Fuji now setting up the play. Fuji's got 2 3-pointers. Nice seal from Calfani. He doesn't get the pass. And a foul will be called. Takuya picks that one up. Takuya Kawamura. Takuya Kawamura is actually shooting 53% from 3-point distance, but he has really been hampered here, only with 2 points and 2 rebounds. They just can't find him in his open spots. Calfani. They've got a brand new 14 to work with. Nice pass! That would have been the 3rd 3-point shot from Yuma Fuji. Schaefer can't believe it. Complaining there is Koki Schaefer. Gardner with Gardner tried to get out there, but wasn't in time. But shot was missed nonetheless. Pocket pass works, but on the other end, losing it. And likewise, another poor pass. There have just been so many of that here today. So chalk up another turnover for the visiting squad, who already trails by 21. They're going to really need to tighten things up if they want to make this game competitive. They've been down by over 10 points in quite a while. Calfani passes to the wrong individual, Nagano. And a counter steal, and another steal, this time from Nagano. Wow. You've got to have to like and appreciate the defensive plays put up by both these squads. Getting up there was Yuma Fuji, stopping that alley-oop. Fuji's got hops. There's going to be 3 free throws coming up now. That's a poor foul. Collinsworth was late getting out there to react to the shooter. This is the play. Look at Yuma Fuji get up there. What an excellent play. Yuma Fuji's only 5'10", and he was jumping up there against the 6'8" Koki Schaefer. And the fans loving that effort. As he heads on over to the bench, he gets a real big round of applause. There he is. Looks like he was on a pogo stick there. Jordan Heath will take a seat once again. He's nursing 3 personal fouls. Aguilar will check in. Still another nice look there at Yuma Fuji. Sharpshooter Naoto Tsuji on the line. Makes those free throws. And it's now a 24-point advantage. 10 points already in the ball game for Tsuji. Tsuji will be replaced as they send in some of the shock troopers. Lead is up to 24. Nagano calling out the play. And the Kawasaki fans still asking for defense, despite the fact that their squad is up by 24. They are merciless. 2 free throws coming up here for Mikawa. Badly needed free throws. Taking a seat is Kosuke Kanamaru. Short there in that first free throw. Mikawa's got to take advantage of every free throw given to them here. There you can see on the screens, on your screens, a very disappointed Devontae Gardner. It has not been his day, and I guess you could say so far it has not been a day for Seahorses Mikawa. Calfani asking for the pass, gets it inside, makes a quick move. Will be called for traveling. He was called for 2 traveling violations of that same nature on that same move in their last game, in that loss to Chiba. .312 remaining here in the third. Nice look inside. Schaefer gets denied. Tracking down that rebound was the king. Fazekas already with 12 boards. Already a double-double here for Nick Fazekas. 17 points, 12 rebounds. On the offense here. Shinoyama has checked in. They might not really be needing too much of his services. Aguilar will miss. Offensive rebound and putback from Nick Fazekas. He picks up 2 points and an extra rebound there. Nick Fazekas close to 20 points here at 19. Another explosive outing for the King. Jumper from the 15-foot line will work for Kawamura. But that's a meek reply if you ask me. They're not just trading baskets, but they're trading 2 baskets for 1. Lead is still at 23 for Kawasaki. Under 2 minutes remaining. Fazekas for 3. Yes! Nick Fazekas really feeling it today. It's 69-43. Now 69-45. Calfani attacking the basket. That time was a good move. Wasn't called for steps. Fouled by Nagano. One of the few times that Seahorses Mikawa had a clear B to the basket. One of the few layups they've had here today. Shinoyama with a pass to Aguilar. Aguilar will lose it. "70 seconds to play here in the third period." The pass was behind. Nice adjustment there by Whittington. 3-pointer's not gonna work. Aguilar collars that rebound. And here comes Shinoyama once again. They're gonna try to milk some clock. Still time for 2 possessions for them here. That was a great pass. Aguilar just couldn't control it. Hasegawa knew exactly what he wanted to do and he held on to that ball. We'll see Horses try to go for a 2-for-1 here. Nagano thought about it. That's going to be a foul on Shinoyama. Only the 3rd team foul. Holding him down there with that left hand. Calfani was there as a second line of defense just in case. 3rd personal foul now on Ryusei Shinoyama. First free throw for Nagano is good. So Seahorses will get the ball back here. They've got to make every offensive thrust count. Not to mention trying to get some stops on this end of the floor. Can they do it? Can they make this game competitive in the latter part of the 4th period? We'll find out. So far, Kawasaki in complete control of this one. Nice look. Extra pass. 3-pointer. Banking that off the glass. 72-47 is our tally. Down to 1 second. Do they realize it? They lose possession. And that's all she wrote for the first 3 quarters of play here from the Todoroki Arena. As we head into the 4th, it's 72 for Kawasaki, 47 for Mikawa. Fourth and final quarter is underway. Quite surprisingly for Seahorses Mikawa, as they trail here, they need to make a strong push here in the fourth. And they're not starting out with Kosuke Kanemaru, their main gunner. And even Koki Schaefer is on the bench. Whittington starts out off with a 3. That's a good start though. Trying to look for a different combination here is Coach Suzuki. Let's see if it works. We were looking forward to a close encounter between Seahorses Mikawa and Kawasaki Brave Thunders. But Kawasaki has controlled this match from the first period onwards. Another nice basket there from Kumagai. Lead is back up to 24. Collinsworth inside. Gets it to drop. And one opportunity coming up here for Kyle Collinsworth now. Really using that entire 6'6" frame of his. Watch it here once again. Taking it strong to the basket. Created some space with that knee of his as well. That's going to be the fourth personal foul on Ryusei Shinoyama. Well, right now Coach Sato has got the luxury of resting him, and if you need him, maybe bring him back in the last 5 minutes. If you still need to, Aoki checks in for the very first time. Yasunuro. Aoki in place of Shinoyama. Aoki looking for some space. He's gonna have to put this one up. Issues the pass. Calfani, extra pass. Aguilar will be fouled right before the 24-second shot clock violation. That's gonna be a foul on Mikawa. Watch it here. Foul on the trailing Kawamura. Got a little bit of arm there. Didn't like the call, but it was clear. Second personal foul there on Kawamura. Aguilar misses that first. So now it's Aguilar and Calfani, the two imports. Pablo Aguilar, Spanish national player, together with Calfani, who is on the national team of Uruguay. They played some beautiful music together here. Minute and a half gone. Here in the final period. Nice block there from Aguilar. That's excellent timing. Watch it here once again. Quick attack from Kawamura. Gets denied. Baseline inbound. Whittington gives it out. Kawamura. Nice look inside. Aguilar recovers though. Pocket pass doesn't work. Whittington just couldn't hold on to it. Calfani. Calfani still will give it up. Aoki says, let's use some clock. We're up big. No need to hurry. Nice entry pass. Calfani might have traveled, but they're going to give him the 2 points nonetheless. He kept that pivot foot down on the floor. That's great footwork. Collinsworth. Collinsworth gets away. Calfani went for the steal there and paid the price. But it's still a 22-point lead enjoyed by Kawasaki. Aoki gives it up. Aguilar thought about it. He's got that range. Stopping the proceedings. Another foul is going to be called. This one on number 15, Negoro. Coach Sato is a happy man here today. 180-degree turn from his demeanor. the last time out, last Wednesday, in that loss to Chiba. His squad couldn't do anything right. Here today, it seems like they can do no wrong. Aoki gives it up, gets it right back. Nice look inside. Excellent pass. Heath will head to the line. Collinsworth thought he got the clean strip. Let's see if we can see that again. It's going to be the third personal foul on Kyle. There you can see on your screens Kosuke Kanemaru together with Davante Gardner. They might not be fielded back in here, especially if after 2 minutes that lead still stays where it is. He might just opt to rest his gunners. Heath will get that one to drop. And still the fans here at the Todoroki Arena asking for even more defense. They want to bury their opponents. Almost another steal there. Aoki staying step there with his man. Collinsworth. Collinsworth's got to make his move. Nice spin, gets denied though. That's a heads-up play. But still, in the end, it's not going to beat the shot clock. And another turnover for Seahorses Mikawa. That's going to be turnover number 11 for them. Good shot there for Aguilar. He's done well. Gardner has been resent back into the ball game. Can he help his team offensively? He needs to. Not really a very good scoring night for the 3-time scoring champ. Aoki will miss. Gardner will bring it down himself. Active hands, active feet defensively. Here from Kawasaki, that time from Otsuka. Chance now for some of the other players to check in. Gardner can't find a friend. Almost a 5-second violation. Nice tap there from Aguilar. Off and running. That's not going to drop there for Kawasaki. Aoki stopping proceedings with that foul. .6:21 to be played here. First clear shot of Keisuke Masuda. 23-year-old seeing action for the very first time here today. Masuda was actually part of that FIBA Under-19 World Cup squad in 2017. He got a lot of great experience there. People are saying Masuda could be a future national team stalwart. There he is. Gets beaten though. Off the dribble. Negoro will head to the line. There's a good shot of the gentleman we were talking about. Keisuke Masuda, standing 6'3", only 23 years young. Negoro there on the line. Second drop for Negoro. The lead is still at 22. And time is running out on Seahorses Mikawa here today. Aoki kicks it out. Heath will bring it closer. Kicks it out. Not going to work there, but an offensive rebound will be pulled in by Heath. Back to Aoki. They're going to milk this 14-second shot clock again. Aoki explodes, and he will lose possession. Good idea, just couldn't execute. Let's see if they can get Gardner involved. Gardner with just 10 points. Way below his average. Gardner's been averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds. He only has 10 points and 2 rebounds. Another futile attempt there. Excellent play, finding Heath up in the air. And he will head to the line for 2 free throws. Jordan Heath getting Aoki. You got good eyes. And that was a pinpoint pass as well. Just see how excellent that pass was. Whittington.
Mikawa 後半両チームを通じて最初のタイムアウトを取りました。後半は両チームともに3つずつチームタイムアウトを取る権利があります。フリースローサービング、ヒースローサー。
First free throw works here for Jordan Heath, increasing the lead further. We might not see a lot of the main stars back in. Doesn't seem like Yumafuji, the starter, will check back in together with Shinoyama. As you can see him put on that warm-up jacket of his. I guess it's time to cool down. Inside! Good incursion from Kumagai. He led to the line for 2 shots. Foul will be on Aoki. Aoki was the last line of defense there. Aoki saying he jumped straight up, claiming verticality, but the referees say otherwise. It's a 1-ball game here for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. And they're going to drop Seahorses Mikawa to 2nd place in the Western Conference. Aoki with a handoff. Aguilar, extra pass. 3-pointer swishes. Otsuka now with 3-pointers, 3 3-pointers here. Things started to get a little bit heated up here. Seahorses Mikawa feeling frustrated with the way they have been playing here today. Watch it here. Otsuka off that extra pass from Aguilar. Knocks that one down. 4:40 remaining here in this contest. It's a one-ball game for Kawasaki. And the fans, at this point, so elated. After being disappointed last Wednesday, they're going to go home tonight feeling really good about the performance of their squad. Aoki now looking to try to put the finishing touches on this affair. Looking now for Masuda. Heath trying to keep that alive. Good effort, despite the fact that they're up big. Heath is still battling inside. Gardner. It's been a rather disappointing day for Gardner as he brings it up himself. Hands it off. You can see a half-hearted effort from Gardner. Let's see if he does a little better on the defensive end. But in the end, it's a loss for Seahorses Mikawa. They enter this match tied for number 1 with the Ryukyu squad. And depending on the result of Ryukyu, Seahorses Mikawa might just drop to second with a 23-win, 10-loss card. Expect no more timeouts from both these coaches as they allow their players to just play this one out. Jumper, short there. Nothing from Kashiwagi. And again, Aoki will bring it down. Use some clock again. Heath on the outside. Heath gets it right back. Excellent passing. Aoki gives it up. He thought about it. Long two from Jordan Heath. No. The tip, and it goes to Whittington. Bullet pass. Gardner spins and will finally hit. Gardner with 12 points in the contest. A far cry from his regular production. Aguilar bringing it down. Hands it off. Ends up with Aguilar once again. Matsuka hands it to Aguilar. Nice pass from Matsuka to the cutting Aguilar. Aguilar on the line for 2 free throws. Well, I stand corrected. We've got a timeout on the floor. 2:13 remains. Kawasaki up big. As we welcome everybody back to the Todoroki Arena here for this match between Kawasaki Brave Thunders and Seahorses Mikawa. A milestone has just been made by Nick Fazekas in this ball game. Today he made his 300th three-point shot, and he's the 21st person to make that record here in the league. There's a good shot of Nick Fazekas. Congratulations to the King. Another one of those records that he just add to his tremendous resume. Jumper not going to work. Another rebound for Aguilar. Under 2 minutes to play. Welcome to the last 2 minutes, the Twilight Zone, which will prove to be so uneventful, unfortunately. Heath for 3. Yes! Jordan Heath is shooting over 40% from 3-point distance. Got the black title last year, and this year wanted to showcase that he can spread the floor with his outside shooting. He gets that board there. Aguilar keeps it. I think they're looking to try to get the youngster Masuda to score. Heath, back-to-back threes! That's going to add to his already increasing 3-point field goal percentage. Nice floater there, working for Kumagai. That's a meek reply, though. You get a 2-pointer in the paint against 2 3-pointers from Jordan Heath. That's 6 points against 2. 48 seconds remain here in this contest. One of the heroes there, Fuji, who started out. That's a nice shot of Ryusei Shinuyama. And that gentleman right there was very disappointed. Kosuke Kanemaru just couldn't get uncorked here today. But Nick Fazekas together with Matthias Calfani got to be very pleased because Kawasaki has picked up another win and with a huge scalp, knocking out Seahorses Mikawa here this Saturday evening. Time for 3 more possessions, including this one. Trying to go to Gardner. Gardner, nice spin. Great space. Got Aguilar out of the way. Gardner with 14 points, way below his average. And at the end of the day, it will still be a loss for Seahorses Mikawa. Aoki hands it off. He thought about it. Gives it up. Otsuka for 3. Yes! Otsuka falling away. Hits that 3. And that is where we're going to end scoring. This ball game is over and done with. And it's a 30-point victory here for Kawasaki. 93-63 is our final tally. Look at the quarter scoring, very poor for Mikawa. 20 in the first, 16 in the second, 11 in the third, and 16 once again in the fourth. On the other hand, first and second quarter explosion by Kawasaki with 27 and 28 respectively. Got them the big lead, and they never looked back. Now a much prouder moment here for the Brave Thunders in front of their fans at the Todoroki Arena. Last Wednesday, they waved to the crowd, but the crowd was obviously disappointed with that loss they had over Chiba. Few fans, though, have made their way here, fans of Seahorses Mikawa. But it has been 90% of the fans here cheering for the hometown squad, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. We're going to hear from the winning coach in just a little bit. It would be good to hear from Coach Kenji Sato and some of the other key players here today. Take your pick. Yuma Fuji started off well with 2 3-pointers in that first half. Shinuyama came in, had some moments, but actually when he came in, his team had the big lead already. Naoto Chuji, who we expected to showcase his shooting prowess today, didn't really have to. Nick Fazekas took the scoring load. Aguilar helped out. Calfani there on your screens also helped out defensively. and hit a couple of shots inside. Jordan Heath picked up the slack in the fourth quarter with 2 late three-pointers to really just give that exclamation point to this win. And now the Brave Thunders on their bench, as we're going to hear from Coach Kenji Sato. Kenji Sato was actually a Braves player since 2006. He played for the squad in 2006 to 2011. Here he is, Coach Kenji Sato.
ヘッドコーチ MVP インタビューに入らせていただきます。本日強豪対決です。三河戦ゲーム1 93対63のスコアで勝利を収めました川崎ブレイブサンダース佐藤健二ヘッドコーチです。勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
健二さん、こういう試合が見たかったです。
お待たせしました。はい、
まずは今日の試合を振り返っていただきたいんですが、勝因はどこにあると考えていますか？
はい、まずは今日も本当にたくさんの方にご来場いただいて、リモートでもたくさんの方に応援していただいて、いつも本当に良くない試合もありますけど、エナジーいただいてます。それが本当今日爆発したそういう試合だったと思います。まあディフェンスが良かったです。はい、ありがとうございました。
中でも今速報スタッツ上がってきている点を見ますとね、リバウンドなんですけども、なんと36本トータル取ってます。三河は21です。インサイドを制することができた理由はどこにありますか？
はい、もちろんビッグマンが頑張ってくれたっていうのもありますけど、ビッグマンが弾いたボールを、小さい選手スモールマンが飛び込んだり。
Coach Kenji Sato said to the fans, first of all, thank you very much for the support. He always appreciates all the energy of the support, and that energy really feeds his players. And he said that the fans being here made it real possible for them to come out with a win.
スリーポイントのクラブスタッツ1位、アシストも1位でこの試合を迎えました。そこに対しての何か特別なアプローチはありましたか？
ありましたけど言えません。
そうですか、わかりました。明日もゲーム2ありますもんね。
はい、連戦できないのが今チームの課題なんで。
Coach Sato added that he was thankful to the big men.
はい、ありがとうございます。
They did their job, and at the same time, all the loose balls were picked up by the small men,
リモート応援をしていただいている皆さんも
the
いらっしゃいますの
guards,
でメッセージくだ
and
さい。
that resulted to 36 rebounds here. If you look at it, they had 36 rebounds as compared to just 21 from Seahorses Mikawa. That's a big 15-point disadvantage.
また応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
本日見事勝利を収めました佐藤健二ヘッドコーチでした。
And he ends up by saying we had a specific game plan, we carried it out. But he can't give out the game plan because they've got a game against his very same team tomorrow.
インタビューに入らせていただきます。
And he ends by saying, please support us as they prepare for another tough game ahead. Because remember, Seahorses Mikawa still one of the top teams in the league. And right now, the number 1 team in the West. Let's now hear from Nick Fazekas, the player of the game. Why not? Nick Fazekas hit his 300th three-point shot here today. And with the win here, makes this moment even sweeter.
ニック選手、MVP 選出おめでとうございます。ちょっと今、もしかしてフライングで立ち上がりました？
Yeah, Yudai told me I was MVP, so I wasn't paying attention. So.
ちょっと僕が先走って伝えてたので早く出てきちゃったそうです。
自信があったんですね。
You had confidence for it.
はい。まず最初に、お祝いです。B リーグ通算スリーポイントシュート300回成功おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
スリーポイントシュート、ニック選手とてもよく決めるんですが、スリーポイントはニック選手のプレーの中でどういう位置づけですか
I mean, I just just something that I've been doing for a really long time. You know, obviously once I was in high school and college and just kept shooting them and shooting them. And, you know, I'm lucky enough that the coaches have confidence in me and I've shoot a high percentage.
で僕はスリーポイントを高校の頃から、打ち続けて大学プロまで、ずっと打ち続けているシュートなので自分の自信の持っているシュートだと言えます。でそれでコーチ陣が僕のことを信じてくれてそのシュートを打たせてくれてるっていうことも、僕のスリーポイントの、300本につながったと思っています。
今日のスタッツ22ポイントを挙げましてリバウンドでも13本しっかりとダブルダブルの活躍です。ご自身のプレーを振り返ってはいかがですか？
You know, obviously it's been tough for us this season to win 2 games in a row, especially on the weekend. I strongly believe today was probably our best game that we've played this season. So from this point forward, the team and me, I think we want to look to get some momentum and try to win again tomorrow, and you know, really try to solidify a playoff spot going forward.
今なかなか厳しい状況で自分たちは2連勝できていないという状況が続いているので、今日の勝利は、自分たちのシーズンの中でも一番いい試合ができたと思っているのでこれをしっかりと自信として、明日につなげて明日も2連勝してここから、プレーオフの、スポットっていうのを確立させていきたいと思っています。
本日の MVP 選手ニック・ファジーカスのメッセージでした。この後ね実を言いますとMVP 選出のニック選手にはプレゼントの贈呈があるんです。そちらに行きましょう。本日 MVP 選出のナンバー22ニック・ファジーカス選手には本日の冠スポンサーセコム株式会社様より商品が贈呈されます。ニック選手にはですね防災用品セットの決定版です。セコムスーパーレスキューが贈られます。備えあれば憂いなしというようにいつもの備えがもしもの災害時に大きく役立ちます。
Well, there obviously the first question to him was how did it feel to get 300 points? 303 points.
本当に使えるかという視点で
And they're asking him how he felt about today because he had 22 points and 13 rebounds. So what another great outing for the King.
ニック選手いつも近くに置いておいてくださいね。
Yeah, and you know, I have 2 kids at home. I got a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. They do quite a bit of wrestling, so we might be able to put this to use as well.
2歳と1歳の子供もいるのでもしかしたら兄弟喧嘩の時に何かあった時に備えておきたいと思います。
そういう防災っていうことなんですね。お気をつけてもらってありがとうございます。はい。明日もねゲーム2あるんで、締めの前に一言ご来場の皆さんとそれから中継ご覧の皆さんにメッセージをください。
Yeah, like I said, you know, I feel like today was, you know, a big step for us. You know, we owe it to you guys, obviously the support that we get, and you know, we want to do it right, and we want to win again tomorrow. You know, so we can get 2 wins in a row, and you know, the fans can be happy, and we can all be happy.
今日は大きな一歩を、踏めたと
Well,
思っている
today
ので
he gets an emergency care package in case of a natural disaster provided by the sponsor company for his MVP performance here today. So great showing and well deserved here for Nick Fazekas.
いつもの B.LEAGUE で締めます。皆さん声を出していただけないので一緒にアクションをやってください。中継ご覧の皆さんも一緒にやってください。それではお願いします。OK。
準備ですか？はい。3、2、1、B。
Congratulations, MVP number 102, Nick Fazekas.
Nick Fazekas has really adapted here to his life in Japan. He loves it here. One-time Dallas Mavericks player and also once played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Has now made Japan his second home. As we take a look at some of the action that happened here in the game that just transpired. Kawasaki Brave Thunders, number 6 in the East, hosting Seahorses Mikawa, the number 1 team in the West. Fazekas there hitting that 3-point shot. And that was the momentous 300 3-point shot. Seahorses Mikawa stayed in step early, Off that basket there from Kawamura. Getting away inside was Koki Schaefer. He was off to a good start. Even had a three-pointer in that first period. So it was competitive in the first 10 minutes of play, though Kawasaki finished that quarter up by 7. Handing it off, knocking down that three-pointer. Fazekas really knows his teammates quite well. And Naoto Chuji, one of the best shooters in Japan. That's why he's in the national team. Can't leave that player open. That's another individual you cannot leave. Ryusei Shiniyama, the national team captain. Fazekas looks inside, finds Aguilar. There were some baskets from Kusuke Kanemaru like you saw there, but it was just not enough. Here you have the quick hands from Nick. He still got that. Forcing a turnover. Just too many turnovers here, really, for Seahorses. They had a total of 12. Continuing to hit from the outside. Yuma Fuji actually had 2 3-pointers in the first half. As we move on to the second half of play, Fazekas continuing his scoring ways. More highlights. An excellent pass. Calfani found a spot. They got the pass to him. Otsuka hit a couple of 3-pointers as well, but did well spotting his open teammates. Gardner with a fall away, getting that one to drop. One of the few points he really had here today. They put the clamps on him. Here's Fazekas with a steal. There was a counter steal. That was a great play from Yuma Fuji, getting up there, thwarting what would have been a slam. And again, getting away is Kawamura. Though when they were getting their baskets, they were just too far behind already. Not really calling that one of the glass, but he'll take it. That was Kumagai with a 3-pointer. Whittington had his moments, but in the end, it was just not enough. Look at this poor defense. Kumagai left open. The man with the basketball had no defender in front of him. And you can see the boys in red, Kawasaki, already up big, and they just never called off that full court press and that relentless defense. Some of the finishing touches here was Jordan Heath, hitting 2 3-pointers in the fourth. 3-pointers they didn't really need, but it did increase the percentage here of Jordan Heath. Already shooting way over 40%. That will end scoring there. Final tally of this ball game, 93-83. A 30-point victory by the Kawasaki Brave Thunders over Seahorses Mikawa. Looking at the field goal numbers, Kawasaki shooting 64% from 2, 53% from 3. That's absolutely phenomenal. On the other hand, Mikawa shooting 50% and 22% respectively from 2 and 3. Free throw numbers, decent for both these squads. Turnovers, actually, Kawasaki had more turnovers as compared to Seahorses Mikawa, but it didn't matter. Another stat to look at there, 34-32 That's actually the points in the paint, which actually just negated themselves. The graphic that should have been up there was rebounding, because 36 rebounds for Kawasaki, 21 rebounds for Seahorses. So that's a 15 rebound discrepancy. As you take a look at the numbers here of Kosuke Kanemaru, just 5 points. Not a good outing for him. More numbers, if you're a numbers person. Assists, 31 assists for Kawasaki as compared to just 11 for Seahorses. So that's 20 assists more for the winning squad. They really got their teammates involved, and that's a huge part of why they came away with a 30-point victory. And that does about it for us here at the Teodoroki Arena for B-League action this Wednesday evening. Thanks for joining us. This has been Anthony Suntaya for The Call. Till next week, take care. Enjoy your weekend. God bless.